So we can go game arena number 5 today. 2-2 score, very even match between North America and South America.
Yeah, very close, and all the games have been really close also. Could have gone, 4-0 for one side or 4-0 for the other. Very sick games.
And we also have very interesting matches tomorrow, so it will be very interesting day. No matter who will take 2-3 lead, it will be not like against Europe where I guess North America had 4-1 lead or something after
Yeah, I
day
think
one.
that's right. So it's going to be very close going into tomorrow for both sides.
Okay, are we ready? I guess we are everyone
I'm
in the
ready.
game. So game number 5, G5 Media versus Dyna.
I haven't seen games on Peaks in so long. I actually don't remember what is going to be the main. Wait, this is Protoss versus.
Oh, this is PvP. Oh, so
Okay.
okay, so this map will not matter as much as I thought it will. So excuse me for mistake.
Yeah, I did not expect a Protoss versus Protoss, but we actually have a Protoss versus Protoss. And I want to point out another epic game in Brood War history. Look up Bisu versus Pokju. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I'm not even going to spoil this game. Just watch it. Bisu versus Pokju on Peaks.
This was pretty old game probably, right?
Yeah, it's like 2005 maybe, but it's definitely on Team Liquid. You can find it.
And I will play my match in tomorrow in STPL on this map, ZVT, and I'm not really happy about it. Because
Yeah, this map is so weird. I actually think Zerg is probably not so bad on here because every base has a ramp at least. But like for Protoss versus Zerg, imagine trying to cannon your natural. Look how much surface area there is. You'd have to build like 10 cannons to stop Hydras.
yeah, the links are not such a big problem, but the Hydras might be, right. And this base is very exposed, so you should like play probably a little bit different approach on this map in PvZ.
Yeah, but we do have a Protoss versus Protoss. We'll have to see whether it's going to be a 2-gate from these players. I actually saw G5 minus Mineral on the left side a little bit. Maybe he has something planned, some sort of hidden base, or I mean hidden tech. Maybe he wants Zealots to run around that side and not be scouted. But Wapool,
Mana Pylon.
still,
Mana Pylon in
yeah,
G5
Mana
base.
Pylon.
It's pretty good. He denies mining from 2 mineral patches.
Wow. I don't know about that one. Yeah.
that was not very mana.
But yeah, Wapool, we don't see any gas from him. Okay, there's the gas. So it looks like pretty normal builds from both players. Just going standard into the cybernetics play. I don't know what to expect here. I've seen a lot of games with Protoss versus Protoss where people actually build cannons, and to me that's so weird.
Yeah, why would you make cannons when you can make dragons and you have movable cannon?
Exactly. But I don't think we'll see that here, just because even if you build cannons, you would have to cover so much area. But G5 is cleaning up this Manor Pylon, and that's going to supply block Wapool. I don't see an extra pylon going down for him right now.
Yeah, he just adding one, so yeah, you are right. He should start building Zealot if he wanted to, because now he will be blocked for a little while.
Yeah, and this map, the way the map is actually laid out, I don't think tanks and like dragoons and those types of units can actually fit through the middle. So we might see builds like Mass Zealot, like Zealot Templar, Archon, something like that, as opposed to Mass Dragoon Reaver. But Reaver is such a staple in this matchup, they might just end up playing just straight up normally. But we'll have to see what tech these players are going to choose.
Yeah, you're right, because dragons can go through this small choke in the middle, so you have to go all around. And when you have a lot of dragoons, it's always easy to mess up with sending units, and And you don't have all your units fighting in the main battle.
Yeah, and we do have a robotics going down for G5. Wapool actually took a probe from his main mineral line and right-clicked one of the mineral patches at G5's base, which allowed him to actually glitch through that zealot. He's getting a full scout off. That's exactly what he needs, and he'll know exactly what he wants to counter with. I'm still looking for what Wapool wants to go for. I don't see any robotics. I don't see any citadel. We do see range. That leads me to believe that it's probably going to be a Robo Observer build.
But I really like this scouting from Wapool. I think this is, as you said, this is exactly what you want to do, because you are playing, you know what you are playing against, and he can adjust his strategy to what he saw. And now G5 is playing with going for a Nexus. Whoa.
Yeah, this is pretty risky. We were talking about, you know, how big of a surface area the natural is, but lucky for him, at least this map, you know, you can't instantly just run across it. You have to actually take the long route. But I'm still worried for G5 because Wapool's just constantly building Dragoons out of his gateways. We don't even see a Reaver in the robotics. It is Observer, and this is quite risky because his Dragoon count is just going to be flat out less than Wapool's.
Yeah, there will be 3 Dragoons and 1 Zealot against probably 3 Dragoons, but I'm not sure if the Dragoons will be there on time, if Wapool will decide to go right now for the kill. And G5 needs to pull out this Dragoon. Oh my god, this is very bad for him.
Yeah, I think that there's just too much here for Wapool. How's G5 going to defend it? He's got to pull probes. Yeah, he's drilling on top. Nice drill.
Very
right
nice
there,
drill.
The Dragoons are going down. Yeah, but there's still just so many. There's a Zealot, there's a Dragoon left over, and now...
These props are not mining.
Yeah. And Wapool, he's actually going... He's going 2-gate. He's got another robotics going. I think this is just too much damage for G5.
Yeah, it looks like there's 1 Zealot in the middle of the map and also 1 Dragoon from G5. He could use them to defend. Or even for counterattack, but these probes are dealing really good damage. But they are almost all gone. There is like 11 probes left.
Yeah, I think just a little too greedy from G5. If he had the scout like Wapool had, then I would be okay with it, because he would have saw exactly what Wapool was doing, but it was literally just a blind Nexus, and Wapool knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah, because Wapool was scouting very nicely, so this was his advantage, and maybe that's why he played so well, because he know what he should expect. So very good execution out of Wapool, and I think that G5 went for a risk. Like if you are playing Zeg versus Zeg, if you are going for 12 pull, he wanted to do the same thing, I believe.
Yeah, if you can get that Nexus up, your econ's going to be going crazy, and there's only a small Protoss player to punish it, because once it kicks in, you're going to have the reinforcement advantage. And on top of that, that map is really hard to reinforce on. So I don't necessarily hate G5's decision. Just Wapool had a great scout. So
yeah. Okay, so let's go. Game number 2 on Medusa. Medusa is a map of choice from G5, so I'm expecting macro game, but I don't know if it's good expectation.
Yeah, I don't know. Unlike in the Zerg vs Terran matchup where we were talking about the lurkers busting the buildings, the only real way to bust the buildings on here is if you have a Reaver and then you spend all your Scarabs busting it. But I don't expect a Protoss player to sit there for 30 seconds trying to bust the buildings. So I don't know what G5 has in mind here. He may have just picked it just because out of the map pool that might actually be the only map he recognizes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe because this is pretty old map, right? So that might be true, because I would also pick Fighting Spirit or that kind of map, because I don't know the Tomorrow's map a lot. You can also pick the map, the different Fighting Spirit.
Yeah, Crown and Scepter.
Yeah,
definitely could have picked it, but I don't think I don't think a lot of players actually went through all the maps. I think they kind of were just like, oh, I recognize this, so I'll just pick this if I lose.
Yeah, definitely. Especially that you have to play in 2 minutes, so you don't have time to prepare on this map.
Yeah.
So, pretty normal opening from both players, and I'm really impressed how well Wapo is playing, because I don't know him and he was able to do everything almost perfectly. Like the scouting, the dragon pressure, even the micro of the dragoon, he was targeting props with the zealot when there was glitching on top of the dragoon, so manner pylon, so he is very good Protoss player, it looks like.
Yeah, I've played Wapool quite a bit on ladder, and I think, well, I don't know what our record is, but I have good experiences versus him. They're very nice games, win a lot, lose a lot. He's very strong. I think these players are actually quite even, to be honest, if it goes macro. I don't think anyone specifically is favored. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this for sure.
And we might have macro again. Oh, very fast cybernetic core from Wapo, skipping Zealot and going def. The same thing from G5, so they both are doing the same thing. The only thing for Wapo is that he scouted first.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have another gate robo build, most likely, but again, you can glitch units through the building. DTs are possible to glitch through. You know, I don't think these players have probably practiced doing it, so I don't expect it, but it is a possibility. Again, the Reaver attacking the buildings is a possibility. Not sure really what to expect here.
Yeah, me too. Especially that it's PvP, so neither of us is Protoss, so we can just watch and admire the Protoss power.
And Wapo almost caught that probe with that Zealot. Pretty nice micro. But he is going to see exactly what Wapo is doing. We don't see range here. That might be a tell for G5 that maybe this guy's rushing DT, or it may just be a fake where Wapo wants to make G5 think it's DT, but then it actually is, 2-gate, 3-gate. And as I say that, once the probe leaves, range gets started.
Yeah, and I think G5 already have 2 probes advantage, because I think Wapo was skipping them to make Zealot, and G5 is having only 1 dragoon, so the probe advantage is already for him very quickly.
Yeah, I was actually watching that in the beginning. Wapo actually went for a 9-gate. Now that's quite unusual to me, because he went 9-gate but then didn't even attack with the Zealot. So pretty confusing to me. G5 went standard, just 10-gate. But yeah, we do have 2-gate follow-up for Wapo and a 2-gate follow-up for G5. But remember, G5 did not see the cybernetics core spinning when his probe left. He may think that it is DT or some other shenanigans going on from Wapo.
Yeah, you are right, and he's going exactly into the robotics facility to try to counter some kind of Dark Templars or something sneaky.
Yep, everything just standard so far. G5, like you said, he's really on top of his macro. His probe count is already much higher than Wapo. Really, we're only at the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, and this is PvP, this is mirror matchup, so every small detail matters.
Yeah, and in this game, I actually would prefer a faster Nexus. Well, would I? I was gonna say I prefer it because I think as G5, I think it's gonna be DTs. And if you can, get your gate robo up with a pretty fast Nexus, well, you're gonna be in a phenomenal position.
Yeah, the Nexus would be the thing which would give you the advantage in this position, right? So now, but now he will scout that there are 4 dragoons and 1 zealot. So I think he should know that this is, he's adding 1 more gateway.
Yeah, instantly puts down the 3rd gate, and look, Wapool's producing non-stop out of his gateways, but he's basically broke. Meanwhile, G5, with just these few extra probes, is going to be able to produce out of 3 gates, so we can already see the effect that this probe count is having on this game. And look at this pylon placement. This will soak up so many shots from the Dragoons. Absolutely brilliant play from G5.
Yeah, definitely, I like it a lot. And now he's at me. Oh, he shouldn't commit over here, and this is very nice macro out of G5.
Yeah, he picked off a Dragoon instantly, and now look, we have 4 Dragoons left over versus 1 Zealot. Well, that was not what Wapol wanted, and now if I'm G5, I just probably just run this guy over. Yeah, Wapol scrambling to put down more gates. He's put down a third, looks like he's gonna put down a fourth. But to be honest, G5 doesn't even have to attack here. He can just expand if he wants.
Yeah, he have quicker tech than Wapol. He have more gateways, more probes, so all he have to do is just wait and it will be great for him.
Yeah, Wapol putting down the support bay. He's gonna be going for the Reaver. I guess he feels committed that he has to make something happen. I think that's probably the correct play because I think he lost too many Dragoons there to actually win. Like, I think if he tried to expand, I think G5 would just eventually run him over. Whereas if he can get this Reaver out, maybe potentially he can bust G5 because I feel like if I'm Wapol, 100% of the time G5 is going to go for a Nexus here after that failed attack.
Yeah, so that's why he's going for free gateway and Weaver, but sometimes Weaver shot might be tricky, but you can never judge who will win when we have Weavers and Storms in play, but looks like judging on the Dragoon count, it should be advantage for G5. And he can go for it. This is 7 Dragoons against 8.
Oh, no.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh, he has the Observer there, so he saw that he could set up a concave there and just instantly picks off a Dragoon. Now he's got his Nexus going. Wapol doesn't even have an Observer out, so he doesn't even know it's in his base. Yeah, everything going perfect for G5, and he saw the support bay, and he matches the support bay. So, great follow-up from G5. I think he's going for the late game, just like Machine did versus Tech. He's decided, okay, I don't need to, try and end it right here. I'll just play for the long game and let my macro overwhelm him in the next few minutes.
Yeah, that's very good approach, and he was even checking with the Observer if there is no mineral only, and now when he confirmed that there is no other expansion from Wapol, he should feel very, very good, because his economy is very good, and he's even adding 4th gateway, so it will be very good for him.
Yeah, Nexus has completed. Nexus just started for Wapol, so supplies are not terrible right now, but it's going to start skyrocketing really fast for G5 in the next few minutes. Looking to see if he's just going to go for mass Reavers or if he's going to try Citadel and Storm. I don't think it really matters, but wow, Wapol's actually set up really well right here. Nice concave that he's got going.
Yeah, I don't see G5 is able to kill him right now. I think it would have to be like perfect sniping on the Reaver, and then I think like 2 or 3 rounds more of Dragoons from the gateways until G5 can attack.
Yeah, and I like G5's pylon placements. We have pylon behind the mineral line. We have it at the bottom side also. He can see any drops coming in. He's also still got that Observer here. Wapol has no idea. G5 sees everything. But look at supplies now, 80 to 58. It was just 60 to 50 a minute ago. G5 going out of control.
This second XP is kicking in. It's just too much income for our American Protoss.
Yeah, and it's like almost fully saturated too, so it's a full mining base for him. Getting his Reavers out, shuttles coming in too. Wapol's gonna need to have a very good fight. If he can possibly snipe G5's shuttle with the Reavers in it, that could be what gets him back into the game, but right now he's getting out macroed.
But look at that, he's really having only 10 probes in the mineral base after sending few probes to saturate the natural, so his probe number was very low, and now he can't even saturate his natural expansion very well.
Yeah, he's just skipped too many probes this game. Everything has gone... we saw it in the beginning. He was up 2 probes at 23 supply. That's just crazy. Now we're seeing the real full effect of missing those probes. Already down 20 supply when nothing has really happened in this game. And G5's looking to attack right now. He's got 1 Reaver, but Wapol's got 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 Reavers in pretty good position. So with just the Dragoons it will be pretty hard to bust it, but... I think G5 should not be like very rushed to attack, because his position is pretty good, and when Wapol will try to move out, he will... Oh my god, that was extremely good.
Yeah, but look, G5's pulled so many units out of position, he could just go attack the front right now. And he gets... Oh my god.
This was a sick Six shot, and he killed half of his economy almost.
Yeah, that was so many probe kills right there. Okay, Wapo's got to do something. Yeah, he's loading up a shuttle. But he doesn't know that G5's army is literally sitting right outside of his base.
Oh, there is a speed shuttle for Apple, so maybe this is the shot he wants to go for. What will be the reaction of G5?
Instant pull right here.
Instant
okay,
pull.
3 going down. Decent shot right there. Actually, G5's turning around. I don't...
Oh, he wants to intercept this. Oh, this is very smart. He might intercept it.
Oh.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Well, I thought Wapo was actually in a decent spot after forcing G5 to turn around. I felt like G5 could have just gone there, but now that the shuttle's gone... Oh, that's ugly. Now when a fight happens, actually Wapo will not be able to micro this Reaver at all. He will have to solely just hope that it never dies. And I think G5 is looking to attack now. He knows he got at least 1 Reaver there. He's got 2 of his own. He's still got his shuttle. And he's had econ advantage for so long. Look at Wapo. He somehow mismanaged his gas and minerals. He's floating 1,000 gas.
Yeah, 1,000 nuts. So if he would have Templar Archive stacks, it would be pretty good for him. But right now, this gas is useless. And he's even adding 2 more gateways. It's very ambitious, I would say.
Yeah, he can't support this. How many probes do we have? We have 15 or so. We have maybe 10 at the natural, but actually 2 of them aren't even mining, but going out for another drop. I feel like if G5 sees this drop, he's just going to go kill him. Like, Wapo has not done enough to warrant G5 turning around. But
I thought he will fly on top of the Dragoons.
Yeah.
And G5 is just containing him. And he will make 12 o'clock expansion, so maybe this is like this patient approach to this game. He just don't want to
I actually
risk.
like this base, because if he spams cannons here, well, now Protoss can't really fly into the main anymore. It will just get shot down by these cannons. So I like this base. On top of it, it's on Wapo's side of the map. So if it even goes to late game, Wapo won't have it.
Yeah, and I would like to see Wapo pulling the probes out of the gas just to mine more minerals. Because now it's 1,600. Oh, he will try to snipe the rivers.
Yeah, he's going for it, but there's just so much from G5, so many Dragoons. Wapo, it's 125 to 75. Wapo's actually pushing him back, but that's only not
because of
like
2 rivers,
70%
probably.
of his... Yeah. Yeah, Wapo, he's got a decent army, but G5's is just massive, and we have Templars even in this army.
Yeah. And the Storm is probably done because I don't see him researching Storm.
Yeah, well, G5 going in now. He's got so many units here.
Oh, juicy Storm.
Down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just everything dying from Wapo, just nothing left from him. I don't even think that's look at, there's a Dragoon army at the temples of Wapo's base. This isn't even G5's full army.
He took half of his army and he's still winning with it.
Yeah, 110 to 58. No way Wapo can hold this. Just a mismanagement of his econ. Yeah, GG from Wapo. Looks like we're going Fighting Spirit.
Yeah, it looks like Fighting Spirit will be our last map for today. Because this will be the last match no matter what. 1-1 G5 versus Wapo.
Yeah, so scores are tied 2-2 for NA versus SA, and now it's even in game 3 of the last match. It can't get any closer than this, basically.
Oh, but the last game is on Colosseum, so maybe Wapo decided that he wants to switch. He wants to change his decision.
Well, I think it's, well, it could be it, but also Fighting Spirit isn't even in the map pool.
Oh.
So the players are actually kind of forced to pick from the other ones.
Yeah, but he had like kind of Fighting Spirit.
Yeah, he could pick Crown and Scepter for sure, but like I said, I think these players probably didn't even check. A lot of the maps are just like, what's this? I'm not going to pick that. Let's play,
Oh,
Polaris or something that I actually know.
True. They are afraid of the name of the map because they don't know it. I'm doing the same thing when I'm playing tournament. What is that? Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
So let's go. Decider match. Who will win day one? NA versus SA. G5 versus Wapol.
Map is going to be Coliseum. I feel like I was gonna say I feel like Dragoon Reaver would be very deadly on here because if you're gonna defend, you're gonna be well. No, actually, I take that back. I feel like the defender is gonna have an advantage. So I actually think maybe G5 style on peaks where he got that fast nexus might be optimal here. You're gonna have the ledge where you can put Dragoons on, fire downhill.
I think.
Yeah, I think that might be.
And also, I think that free gateway build might be very, very good over here because, like, using the high, if you will make contain on top of your opponent, it will be very hard to move out because you have this high ground when you are leaving the base, and Dragoons versus Dragoons high ground is helping a lot. So, let's see what will be up. Maybe even double gate. I mean, 2 gateways zealots.
Yeah, that's true. If you get contained, it may be near impossible to get out. I'm not sure. What I will be paying attention to here is, like I said, last game Wapol went for a 9-gate. Maybe that's just his standard. I'd be curious to see if he's going to go for a 9-gate again. No, we do have the probe queued. Do we? Okay, we do have the probe queued up. So will be a 10-gate just normal. I think maybe he just messed up in the Medusa game.
Yeah, because he didn't do anything with this first zealot, so maybe he just messed up, like you said. Yeah. Because in the first game he played perfectly well, so maybe it was just a small mistake.
Wow, actually an 11 gas for Wapol. I think 12 is pretty standard, so I don't know exactly what this means. Not a Protoss player, but maybe he wants to get a little extra gas. Maybe he will go for, heavy gas build like DT. Maybe he wants to go 3-gate and then, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's like faster robo. Or maybe it's just like he's not calculating. He saw that he have 100 millers and he knew that his next building in queue up will be assimilator, so he just built it. But I think he had to skip probe for a little bit just because of that, right?
Yeah, I thought he skipped a probe to get it, but you could be right. He just had 100 minerals, put it down. It's not like Zerg where when you put down your extractor, you lose the drone, or when you're Terran, you lose that SCV mining for a certain amount of time. So it could have been just put it down when he had it. Not sure, but so far everything else is pretty standard. The cybernetics 4G5 is actually almost done, and Wapol's just started.
Yeah, he started cybernetic core when he had 100 gas, so it's maybe this is one base carrier. So I don't know what is it. Why would you need so much gas? In the last game he had too many too.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. Cybernetics not even done. You can't even use the gas yet. But you have so much banked up. Maybe he just wants to instantly put down the robotics as soon as it's finished. I have no idea. Oh, double manor pylon from Wapol. That's actually affecting a lot of the mining from G5.
But also this is pretty big investment, but... Yeah, it will take some time until the one Dragoon will kill these both pylons, so... I'm wondering what the plan of Wapol is.
Yeah, but G5 did take out the probe, and he hasn't shown any tech yet, so this game Wapol will be in the dark, whereas G5's probe is still alive. There's no Dragoon out. On top of it, he will end up killing these pylons eventually, and then, like you said, it's quite an investment for Wapol. I'm pretty sure it was cost efficient for him, but he's gonna have to rebuild it. It looks like he's probably gonna get supply block, because I actually don't see any pros building any more pylons so far, but we do see a second gate going up for Wapol.
Yeah, he should add 2 more pylons probably right now.
Yeah, there goes a pylon. So maybe he won't get supply block, but G5, he's following up with a 3-gate. I don't know about this attack from Wapol, because sure, G5 is not in position right now, But this is cross position. Like, you're not going to be out macroing the defending player.
Oh yeah, and G5 is sending another probe for scouting, and again, Wapol will not be able to do anything with his Dragoon, and I felt maybe he wanted to do the same thing as he do in the Peaks of Bigdu when he had like 3 Dragoons and 1 Zealot and was able to surprise G5. Because now
it could have been, but the Zealot was just too slow. I don't know what Wapol's plan is. I want to point out again, we have so much gas banked up for Wapol, and all we have so far are gateways. Okay, there's the robotics, finally.
Ooh, nice catch on the Dragoon from G5. 1 Dragoon matters a lot. This is mirror matchup.
And remember, he had the cybernetics advantage, so he has range, and they don't. Oh, Wapol's range just kicked in. Now G5's got to be careful.
Yeah, so we had same damage. 47 to 47. So this is very even trade.
But this is actually quite dangerous from Wapol. He's moving out so far. He's potentially just going to run into death right here. 6 versus 3. Yeah, I think he tried. Oh my gosh.
Dance of death, yeah.
Time.
Oh, but now 1 Dragoon will go down. Oh, again.
Won't go down, but took a lot of damage. But yeah, it's 6 Dragoons versus 4 and a Zealot. G5. Okay, there it goes. I think Wapol just went out a little bit too far. Now he's even sacrificing his Zealot so he doesn't lose these Dragoons.
And robotics facility is done. Oh, he's adding the Nexus right now, but will he be able to survive long enough to saturate this Nexus?
Yeah, so both players are doing basically what we talked about. You're talking about G5 sitting on the ledge, and I was talking about one of the players taking a Nexus. So that exact scenario is playing out here. G5 has the unit advantage, but Wapol's got the arc for when G5 comes into the base. I don't know how G5 will be able to actually attack into this. Well, actually, Wapol's out of position a little bit.
Yeah, this is 9 Dragoons against 7, so this is pretty big advantage. And this one Dragoon is coming back from the high ground, so this might be GG.
Yeah, it looks like the concave was just not set up well enough for Wapol. So many Dragoons left over for G5, but actually a bit of damage. 1 Dragoon left over, only 6 for G5. Yeah. G5 busting through.
Very nicely done by G5. Very good timing attack. Really nice probe dance, but it was not enough.
Yeah, a lot of the Dragoons were actually pretty low there, but Wapol, I guess, not focus firing on a couple of them, and a few of them survived with about 20 or 40 health left. And now G5 into the probe line. This is going to be the end of Wapol. Didn't even cancel the Nexus. He's not mining, so he can't build anything.
Yeah, and G5 is sending 3 Dragoons at the time, so it will be constant pressure from him. Yeah, GG.
Yeah. A little bit of a misstep from Wapol. I think he was in an okay spot with his concave, but G5 just ran in at the right moment, and it was just too much damage.
Yeah, that was a good timing, and I don't know how G5 did it, but he gained like this 1 gateway advantage and this 3 Dragoons advantage. It's probably because of this Nexus, but it was still defender's advantage, so I thought that the advantage of G5 will not be so big, but he was able to like came and kill his opponent. This was that easy from his perspective.
Yeah, and Wapol floated so much gas. You could tell that was pretty much the game decider. He just did not have the Dragoon count that G5 had. But everything else, I liked this strategy from Wapol taking the Nexus. I didn't necessarily disagree with G5's build either.
Yeah.
I think both played fine, just kind of a mismanagement on the gas from Wapol.
Yeah, definitely. He started to mine gas a little bit too early. And I don't understand why would you do that, because even in PvT, if you want to do something sneaky, you don't start cybernetic core when you have 100 gas, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay, so this will be it for today. It is 3-2 for North America for today. Tomorrow we will have Jae-Yoon versus Terror, TT1 versus Labuela, Sugo versus Inca, Gypsy versus Cruzago, and Nayoken, who is casting today with me, against Fly Mayo. So excellent games for tomorrow are planned for tomorrow.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We're up 3-2. Hopefully we get another 3-2 so we can have that 6-4 victory.
Yeah, as you
Or even
predicted,
better.
or even better, yeah. But you are starting the tomorrow day with 1 game advantage. This is something. So just 3 games to have a victory for North America.
Yep. So looking forward to that. And yeah, these games today were really, really good. And like you said before, all the series were almost 2-1s. It doesn't get any closer. And the Dandy games, man, how did he win on and Bobo's micro in those Zerg versus
Oh
Zergs
yeah,
were so impressive.
yeah. That was something. This Babo micro, and also Dandy win on Polaris Rhapsody was something. This was probably the best game of today. Dandy versus Dragon on Polaris Rhapsody.
Yeah, for sure. I love that game.
Yeah, this EMPs of Dandy was incredible, and I thought twice that he lost this game, and he was able to do it. This is a monster, and he's BSL champion, so that's probably why.
Yeah.